Found plane tickets for two. I was already packing boxes when my lawyer said the word irreconcilable. Such a clean word for something so filthy. That's when I found the plane tickets. 2 seats, same destination, same date. Not my name, not our son's. Before it could let the betrayal finish forming, my 13-year-old looked up from the doorway and said, calm as math homework, "Mom, they're for Dad and Aunt Shelby." I asked him how he knew. He smiled. "I have a surprise for you." I didn't know then that the surprise would rearrange my lungs. I met my husband when we were both broke enough to split a coffee. He had ambition, I had patience. We built a life on mutual exhaustion and shared jokes whispered after midnight. Shelby came later, his sister in name only, always around, always helpful, always watching. I trusted her because trust is what you give family when you don't want to live paranoid. That's what betrayal feeds on. It didn't start loud. It never does. He came home later, showered immediately, started taking calls in the garage. Shelby stopped looking me in the eye. She wore a new perfume, sharp, expensive, unfamiliar. I didn't confront. I observed. Receipts, calendar gaps, a deleted message recovered from an old tablet he forgot to wipe. Can't wait to be free. Free, such an interesting word for a man living in my house. The tickets were the confirmation, but not the wound. The wound was realizing they assumed I'd never connect the dots. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I opened a notebook. Revenge isn't rage. It's clarity with a pulse. I moved quietly, met with a lawyer 2 towns over, froze joint accounts under the pretense of fraud protection, pulled phone records, screenshotted emails, documented everything. Dates, times, lies. I let him believe I was distracted by the divorce paperwork he initiated, so generous of him to hand me the timeline. Meanwhile, I transferred ownership of the business I helped build into a trust in my name. Perfectly legal, perfectly devastating. Shelby posted a photo online, an airport lounge, 2 glasses of champagne cropped carefully out of frame. I didn't react. I archived it. Patience sharpens teeth. The surprise came from my son. He told me he'd followed Dad once, on his bike, watched him meet Shelby at a cafe, recorded the goodbye hug that lasted too long. He didn't do it for revenge. He did it because he didn't like being lied to. When he handed me the USB, my hands shook. Not from fear, from pride. I told him I'd handle it. And I did. The confrontation wasn't explosive. It was surgical. I invited them both over under the pretense of discussing co-parenting boundaries. Shelby sat on my couch like she owned it. My husband avoided my eyes. I started with the plane tickets, then the messages, then the video. I slid each piece across the table slowly, letting silence do the damage. Shelby's face drained first. My husband followed. I didn't raise my voice. I told them the trust owned the business now. I told them the prenup clause they forgot about. Infidelity voids protections. I told them the court date was already set. I told Shelby her job offer abroad. It fell through after an anonymous compliance report. I watched realization bloom like a bruise. My husband tried to speak. I stood. "This is the part where you understand," I said, "that I was never behind." They left separately. That mattered to me. Now, the house is quieter. The kind of quiet that doesn't ache. My son sleeps easily. The future feels earned. I don't think about them much anymore. I think about timing, about restraint, about how power doesn't announce itself. It waits. Betrayal taught me that love makes you blind. Revenge taught me that clarity lets you see everything. And this time, I didn't look away.